Okay, let's continue our class. Before let me share the screen first. Let me share the entire screen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Now I need. Okay. So this is my Google Drive. Let me make it bigger a little bit. Too big. Okay, this is my Google Drive, s.id/free minus OWP minus ebooks. There is a folder here called Orange. It's you can click this one, and I have a lot of data. Okay. You do not have any to view sharing information from this item. Okay. Okay. So in this folder, Orange folder, lots of data sets. So you can play around with these data sets. For example, this one is what? Data sets for the President University. Okay, anyway, you can play around this data set, especially this one here. Let me see. I will try to play around with this one. This is sample of small medium enterprise datasets for Bekasi city. You can download this one. Okay, for example, I will download this one. You don't have the permission. Huh? Seriously? Download. Okay. I can download. Okay. Now, this is the example of datasets. Let me see. So now, so you can download this dataset yourself as well. When you see I give you the example when this is basically data science stuff. You will see this kind of data normally. For example, in the Ministry of Small Medium Enterprises, they have 30 million data of small medium enterprises, and the data is something like this, more brutal than this actually. I have only about 20 something column, while in the actual data they have about 200 column, and the row is about 30 million row. So they have lots of data. The problem is not the data. The problem is if you see this kind of data, okay, the questions, the research question, this is like research question for your master, for your paper, journal paper, or your thesis. If you see this kind of data, the question is what kind of thing we can get from this kind of from the data. Okay, so for example, this one we have the investment, we have the ownership of the small medium enterprises, we have the level of education, we have many things here. Marketing method, the use of technology, what else? They have the omset, the income, and so on. Now, what kind of, if we write a journal paper, for example, we are aiming for a journal paper. If we aim for a journal paper, the question is what kind of novelty we can get from the data. That's the basic question, basically. So if you look at any data for your research purposes, the question is what kind of novelty we can get from the data, because without novelty, you cannot write paper. That's the basic. The underline, what's that? The bottom line of your what you are doing for your graduate studies. Okay, you need to have several novelties. At least for a journal paper, you need at least 3 novelty for one paper. Okay, normally. they will ask for 3 novelties. Okay, now what kind of novelty we can get from this kind of data? That's the problem. If we look at the data using our eyes, there is nothing here. Looks like normal. Looks like normal. So that's a problem. Now, while I'm teaching the data analysis, I will also try to teach you how to extract the novelty, extract the summary, extract the something that important from the data that is needed for your paper journal. Okay. Maybe also I can teach you how to write the paper journal because it's not difficult actually. Okay. Let me see. If you have any question, put it in the chat box. I will check my chat box from time to times. Okay, let me see how to check your novelty from your data. The easiest way, use ChatGPT. Okay, if you log in, just okay. Let me log into. Oops. I need to check my code. Let me see. Nope. Let me see if I get the code. Wait. 650203. I hope. Wrong. 0703. 0703. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. So after this, I will show you. Okay, maybe. Oh, okay, it's there. Okay. Now, so you have the data like here. Okay. The name of the data is UMKM sample Kota Bekasi. What you need to do for your research, at first, you can do something like this. This is ChatGPT. You can upload the files. Okay, where is this one? Download, and then UMKM. P PQRSTU. This one. Okay, so this is the file. Okay, what we can ask something like this. What is the main novelty from the attached file? That's it. Okay, because it's for a normal new graduate students, maybe it's difficult to find novelty from your data. The easiest one, ask ChatGPT to find the novelty for us. Okay, so we can play around with the large language model to do these things. Okay, let me see. What is the main novelty of the okay? Okay, while waiting, I'll show you my local ChatGPT. It's running in this machine. 192.168.0.161. The port number is 3000. This one is similar to ChatGPT, but it's local. It's not on the internet. It's local. It's run next to me actually. It's in my laptop. This is laptop based. It's not. There is no GPU in this machine. So that's it. So I have very similar system. Okay, let me see where is ChatGPT. Okay, this is the wow. Wow, it's gone. I have a problem now. Let me see. I hope I have no problem. Okay, it seems I accidentally disconnect. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me share the screen again. Okay, okay, restore. Let me see. Oops. Oh, where is my screen? No? Let me see. New Windows. Entire screen. Share. Share. Exit. Okay, this is the one. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay, this is the so I like to show you the local ChatGPT. This is the local ones. It's sitting besides me. It's very similar to ChatGPT. Where is ChatGPT? I reopen this one then. So this is ChatGPT and this is the one, the local. Okay. Uh, it's gone again. Okay. So this one is the local ones. This is ChatGPT. This is local. Still loading. Okay. This one is local. And this is, so for today, I like to show you a little bit how to build this one. Okay, but before I show you how to build, I like to show you the ChatGPT, this one, and how to find the novelty of your data. So all you need to do is upload the file. Let me find the file. You can download the file yourself. Oops. Okay, let me, I do can. Okay. You, okay, this one, UMKM. Okay. What is the main novelties from the attached file? Why I need to ask this kind of question first? Because if we don't know how to what the things we can find, it's more difficult for us to decide what kind of what's that algorithm we can use to analyze the data. So knowing what is the important ones, it's more makes us easier to decide what kind of algorithm we can use to analyze the data. So this is the novelties. Okay. This is 1,000, man. There's a lot of it. Okay, so this is so we can get the socio-economic profiling, gender, disability, education level, uh, business formation, growth trajectory, and then digital transformation. This is interesting actually. Regulatory and labor force, and those are the thing we can find. For example, we need to know about this one. For e-commerce versus non-digital, and how can we correlate these things with income, for example. Is there any correlation between income and these things? Okay, now we can ask the same questions here. Not same question, we can ask different question for the same data. So please note that every times I ask ChatGPT, I always upload the data. Why? Because if we are not uploading the data, ChatGPT tend to hallucinate, tend to give wrong answer. So to make sure that the ChatGPT is not providing wrong answer, I normally upload the data first and ask based on the data. Okay, otherwise it will tend to hallucinate. Okay, so I upload the data again. Now I want to know uh, what is the correlation. E-commerce, manual marketing, conventional marketing maybe. I put manual or traditional marketing versus income. Okay, please provide the graphics figure. So basically, we can use ChatGPT for probing what kind of thing we can get from our data. Okay, so the important one is not ChatGPT actually. The important one is how to get your data for your research, for your paper journal, and so on. Because if you don't have any data, it's more difficult for you to write. So okay. So we can see this is the kind of income we can get. So the important one is this one. Okay, see this digital only, actually you will not get so much income if we rely heavily on digital. If we rely on manual, you don't get so much income as well. If you mix these two, then you can get the maximum. Okay, so this kind of thing, so we need to get some ID what kind of novelty we can get from these things. Okay, see this is only the write-ups. Okay, and then the other thing maybe so this is important. Based on this what's it initial probe from ChatGPT, then we can write the coding, the program, because the actual what's that? The actual analysis process may be difficult because right now I'm facing about 1,000 data. The actual data is 30 no, yeah, I think around 30 million data. So it's more difficult if we do it using ChatGPT or using Orange even. So we need to use Python to do these things. So then we can develop the software knowing what kind of thing we are looking for. So the first thing you need to do is collect your data. This is for your master paper journal. So you need to collect the data from now and then analyze briefly using ChatGPT or something. So knowing what kind of thing we can get from our data, then we can write the actual code. So the code is basically to analyze big, lot of data. Okay, but to get the feeling what kind of thing we can get, we can ask ChatGPT or something to give you some idea. So basically, we can have something like this. Let me see the other things. Normally, we assume we also want to see the correlation between education and income, or education and the usage of technology. Okay, let me see. Okay, I upload the same data. Please analyze the correlation between with education level versus what technology, for example. Technology uses or digital marketing. Okay, please provide the graphics or figure. Graphics. Okay. There's a typo here, marketing. Okay, I think it knows what I mean. So the strategy to be success in your master degree, first you need to collect to have your data first, and then ask ChatGPT what kind of novelty you can get from the data. So okay, so this is, you can see the graphics here. See, marketing method, digital. So we can see here in primary school and high school graduate, they still use the manual or non-digital marketing method for technology usage. Why it's all manual? Oh, okay. See, digital is used mostly for wow. Okay, doesn't seems even among higher education level, only 9% use digital technology. Most the small medium enterprises operator, regardless of education, rely on manual system. For my master degree, show 100% manual usage, but sample size may be very small. Okay. So this is the summary. So education has nothing to do with the digital adoption. So you can get something like this. So this is basically the some of the novelty we can get from the data. Okay, then we can put it in the research results. From research result, we can get the summarize and so on. Okay, so this is the ChatGPT. Let me see the local ones. So I built the local large language model using so you can see this is the large language model. For example, in ChatGPT, we have several model here. ChatGPT 5, we have several model. We have things quickly. Oh, sorry, instant, auto, legacy. We have several legacy model. ChatGPT 4.0, ChatGPT 4.1, O3, O4 mini, and so on. So these are the legacy model. On this one, oops, always press the wrong button. Okay, for this one, you can select the model here. See this? So we have several model as well here, but it's more the name of the model is more cryptic. 3.8b, 1.7b. What is? This is the version number and so on. This is a lot of model here. Okay, so depending on what the usage. So basically, you can write something like this here. Can you describe artificial intelligence in like 3 sentences? Okay. So right now I use Gemma 2 2B model, basically 2 billion parameter of the model. You need to have like 3 GB of memory to use this model. Yes, many computer have that kind of memory, and it will take time to get the results. It's unlike ChatGPT. It's very quick. This one very slow because I don't have any GPU running on the laptop. This is purely using CPU. Okay, so while waiting, let me see if there is any questions. Okay, actually, it's a capability of computer to make human intelligence, including learning, problem solving, decision making, and for complex algorithm, data processing that enable machine to perform tasks, and so on. Okay, so it can answer the questions. So it's very similar to ChatGPT, but it's local. And to be honest, this kind of capacity is a lot of the institution, public institution, government as well as private institution, looking for this kind of solution. So basically, they are not very keen, very interesting to use ChatGPT because your data will be swallowed. ChatGPT will swallow your data, so they don't want to have their data taken by ChatGPT, so they build these things. Okay, I give some overview on the this thing first. Okay, to you can switch model very easy here. You can switching model from one model to another. This one is the small LLM model. Okay, Gemma I think from Google. This one is I think from China. I forgot either Alibaba or Huawei. Forgot when. This is from China, and then Llama is from OpenAI, I think. Okay, so there are many people, and they are provide the model for free, so we can play around with this model for free. Okay, but to be honest, I use this large language model to not for asking general questions. They are for these purposes. I not normally use the model for asking general purposes. It's basically used for what's that? To help us paraphrase something, to help us writing something. But the things that we are write is feed through local knowledge. Okay, so how to do these things? Basically, we need to this one workspace here. So this one have local knowledge here. See, there is a local knowledge called Sekolah. Okay, if I click Sekolah, I have a lot of books here uploaded already in local knowledge. This is AI book for junior high school, senior high school, also book for AI for teacher and so on is already uploaded into this server. So basically we have a local, let me see if I can draw the picture. I use myro.com. So basically this is for, what's that? Continue. Let me see if I can log in using President University account. So myro.com is good for mind mapping. So I will do some mind mapping here to show how it works. Okay. Let me remove, delete. Okay, now. So basically, the normal way to do these things is, so we have large language model. I run on Ollama machine. We have several large language model server or application. I use Ollama myself. It's open source. O is from open. And then we send the query user. We can send the query here. Okay, so we can send query. Let me write it down here. Oh, it's too small. Okay, so we can send questions to Ollama, and then Ollama will answer. So that's the simplest one. Okay, we can send answer. Okay, that's it. So that's how it works. We send query, Ollama basically will map the query to his knowledge. Here, we oops, 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 model. So it has its own model here, and then so Ollama will check the using its own model, which is Gwen and Gemma, and then reply using answer. What we normally do is not like that. So we put the in between query and Ollama, we actually run reg. Okay, so the reg we are using now is called the reg we are using is Open Web UI. Okay, why we are using Open Web UI? Because using Open Web UI we can run the system offline, so there is no need for the internet. So we can disconnect everything from the internet. It's offline, and then basically reg will check the local knowledge. So it has its own database, local knowledge. So basically, if there is a query from the user, it will look up the local knowledge and check any similarities from the local knowledge to the query, and then it will add the query with the similar what's that phrase find in the local knowledge in the query. So basically, it will send a lot. Maybe it's better put it here. So we'll send query, and reg will open web UI, will check the local knowledge, and it will, let me put it here. Okay. So what it send is query plus local context. So it gets the local context from the local knowledge. Okay. So basically, it extend the query, so it will send a longer text to Olama. So Olama don't have to look for the answer. Olama just look at the whole text here and paraphrase into a better text as the answer. How can we do that? Here. Okay. So basically this is the knowledge. Oh yeah, by the way, I also have several special model. Black hat hacker and cybersecurity specialist. These two you can download from the Open Web UI model website. Okay, you can import model from Open Web UI website, or you can install it from Olama. Okay, so this is additional model. This is for hacking stuff and cybersecurity stuff. Okay, anyway, now how can we? So sorry, back again. So we have the knowledge here. Okay, we can create as many knowledge as you like by pressing this one plus here, so we can create our knowledge space here. Okay, let me do it again. So click knowledge. Right now I have only one knowledge collection. We can have as many knowledge collection as we like. All you need to do is just press plus here. For example, we are interested in health. For example, if you are interested in health, you can type health. You can describe what kind of knowledge base or objective in this knowledge to get better. Okay, and then we can set the visibility of the knowledge, whether private or public. That's it. We can create the knowledge, and then we can upload the document after this. So we have the health knowledge, and there is no document in this particular knowledge. We can add by uploading a file or uploading a certain directory. Okay, or sync the directory if you like. Okay, or add text content, text file. So I normally upload file. The file I'm uploading is actually the my library PDF file. So this actually aim for a local schools. So we are building the Open Web UI for local schools in Indonesia, because we don't have having this kind of system running. We don't have to have internet access, so we can run the system without internet access at all. We can set up the server locally. Okay, now back to knowledge. So we basically now have two knowledge: health and scholar. Okay, if you don't need this one, we can delete this one. So we can delete very easy. Confirm, delete. Okay, now how can we add the local knowledge into how can we get this ID running? It's very simple actually. Okay, now click this one for new chat. Okay, this is new chat. If we type the query directly and send it to oh yeah, it has also voice mode capability, but I am having problem with the voice permission in the browser, in my browser, so I cannot enable this one. Anyway, okay, if we want to do these things, if we want to add if we type this directly, who is the Indonesian president, it will be done without the local knowledge we set. If we want to add the local knowledge into the process, we need to add this one here, hashtag. Okay, then it will show the local knowledge we have here. We can click the collection or particular books. Okay, so for example, the whole collection, and then we can ask anything. Right now in the local knowledge, I only have the AI books for junior high school and senior high school only right now. Okay, because to be honest, because I don't have any GPU on my laptop, it takes about one night to include all the AI books into the local knowledge here, because basically when we upload into the Open Web UI rack for local knowledge, it will embed, make a vector database from the PDF files, and takes a lot of time, long time to do those things. Yeah. So for the 12 books, takes about one night. So you can imagine if I want to upload a lot of knowledge, takes a couple of days actually running. Okay, so that takes time, but yeah, we need those things for the Indonesian schools. Okay, so and then you can type the question here. Okay, for example, this is aimed for Indonesian language, so you can, because we use Gema here, it's multi-language, so you can ask in Indonesian or in English, it's fine. What is the best tool for learning AI at school, for example, high school or in high school without internet, for example. So it will ask to this one. I hope I have the answer, but I don't think I have the answer for this one, but I don't know. So it will ask the local vector database, okay, and then adding, it tried its best to fit to check the collection and try to look for the best answer based on the collection of books here. So that's how it works. Okay, now let me see if there's any questions. No questions. Okay, no questions. Okay, let me see. Okay, now so basically that's how it works. Wow, takes a long time, eh? I only allocate, let me see if I can go into the server. So the server is running on Linux. It's actually running on virtual machine right now. I have about 30 minutes left. So right now I'm on the server. Let me see what kind of CPU the consumption. So it use Olama, and it takes about close to 200% of CPU and 23% of memory. So we can check what it's the usage of resource when we ask certain questions. But it's oh yeah, this one is i3, this one is not i5, and I allocate only 2 core of i3 to the machine. Okay, let me see if there is questions. Okay, still to give the best tools. Look for material design for easy to understand way. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so it cannot answer based on the provided knowledge here. Okay, because the knowledge provided here is aiming for high school, so it cannot answer. Okay, so okay, now let me. I have about 30 minutes. Let me see if I can show you how to build these things. Okay, now I will turn off this one, and I will turn on a new machine without any Olama or nothing. So I hope I can build it within like 30 minutes. Okay, let me see. I think I'm finished with this one. That's how it works. Oh yeah, for system administration, you can click the icon here, the left hand side corner icon, and there is an admin panel here, and you can add user. This is you can add if you like. You can plus add user, or you can set things here. Especially what we need to set only this one, the connection, because basically we have two machine here. See, we have Open Web UI and the Olama. So we need to make sure Open Web UI can talk correctly to Olama. So the setup is only this one, the connection, and I disable connection to OpenAI because it's require API to OpenAI, API money. uh, Basically, if you use OpenAI, we need to have money. But if we use Olama, we don't need any money. So we use Olama. I enable Olama. All I need to do is change this one. Olama, the port number is 11,434. That's it. This is how the OpenWeb will make request to Olama. So this, I use Docker on this one. Okay, now I will shut down the machine. Let me see. Or without shutdown, I will try to show you how to do these things. Okay, so this is the actual server here. Okay, this is the IP address 192.168.0.121. I use Docker. Yes. So I have two Dockers here. Docker on Open Web UI and Olama. Okay, let me see if I can run this thing without. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I will change my mind. I need to change my mind because I have only about 30 minutes. Okay, to build these things is not that difficult. To be honest, it's not that difficult. All you need to do is go to OnnoCenter.or.id/wiki and then type LLM here. Okay, and then here you see this one, LLM in Ubuntu 24.05 Olama. This is typo. Should be Open Web UI, not IO. Full Docker. So that's the easiest one, using Docker. So all you need to do is you need to install Docker IO and URL. I will show you how. Okay, so you can update the Linux here. Update. Okay, and then install Docker. The Docker is already installed, so it will not reinstall. Whoops. Let me see if there is any problem. Let me see. Should be okay. Okay. Okay, I changed the name server. Just to make sure it works. Okay. Oops. Okay. Wow. Takes a long time. This one is not normal. Normally it should be fast. This one is not normal. Okay. I think I make a best decision because the connection is not so good. So I am in trouble. Okay, anyway. So we can type this to command. Basically, it will install Docker for me. But the normal Docker is more difficult to install for Ollama and OpenWebUI. So I need to install Docker Compose to do these things. So I skip this part. This part is installing the NVIDIA Container Toolkit, which is proprietary. I try to skip proprietary stuff, but NVIDIA is so tempting. So I write it down how to install the NVIDIA. Okay, but it's I'm trying to use AMD because of this, but I don't have both right now. So so right now I skip this one, so I use CPU only. That's why it's so slow. I need to have Docker Compose to install the Docker, both Ollama and OpenWebUI. So I need to download these things and change mode so Docker Compose can be run. Okay, using this one we can install and run Docker Compose. Docker Compose require us to write the this file, Docker Compose YAML. Okay, and then we can type these things here. Now the trick is I need to remove this part because this part will enable Ollama to use GPU. While I don't have any GPU on my machine, so I have to remove this one. See, so let me see the Docker Compose file here. So the Docker Compose is different right now. So after deploy, there is nothing about GPU. After deploy, I remove these things. Okay, so the rest is the same. Okay, now all I need to do to install, just after we set this file, we just type Docker Compose up. That's it. And then it takes some times to download the not long time, like 5-10 minutes. That's it. And then you can have your Ollama and the OpenWebUI running. That's it. And you can use it. Now the problem is when we install is empty. There is no model inside Ollama. Okay. Now, to have the model in Ollama, all you need to do is you need to go to the basically Docker. You have your own shell for each Docker, so you need to go to the shell of Ollama, and then I will do these things. Docker PS is for checking Docker PS. So basically we have two containers running, one on OpenWebUI, the other one in Ollama. Okay, it's running for 2 hours during this course. Okay, and then I can go into the shell of Ollama, which is /bin/bash. Okay, so I click this one. So I will be in Ollama. Now I'm Ollama. See the shell is different. This one is server. This one is number something. Okay. Now I'm in Ollama right now, so we can check what kind of model we have. Ollama list. You can list the model available in Ollama. Okay. We have Tiny Llama, we have P, we have Small LLM, we have QN, we have Gamma, we have Llama, we have Nomic Embed Text. This one is theoretically for embedding the text into vector database, but this is quite big for for OpenWebUI. This is 274 megabyte. See the other one, the other are in gigabyte, except the Gamma is 1.6 gigabyte. Okay. Now, if you want to add things, you can pull certain model here. See this, but you need to make sure you pull the correct version here. 1B, 2B, 1.5B, 1.7B, and so on. You have to make sure this is correct. How can you tell the model? How can you get this kind of model? All you need to do is check this one, olama.com. Okay, there is a model here. So you have olama.com, you can search model, and you can see this model. There's a lot of model, including the famous DeepSeek, Gemma, Gwen, Llama, Llama 3.2, 3.2, and so on. Okay. Now the trick is, see this, 270 megabyte, 270 million parameter. This is 1 billion parameter. This is for I don't realize we have the 270 million parameter. This is interesting. Let me see if I can download this one. Most capable that run on single CPU. Let me see, I can download this one. Gemma 3. Olama. Full. Gemma 3. 270 million. Okay. I try to pull. Oh, okay. It's pulling. Okay. Why I'm interested in the small models? Because in small model, you can run the model using normal laptop, small processor. I didn't realize about these things. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, vision is for what's that? Vision is for like graphics, pictures, photo, and so on. Okay, this is for embedding. Nomic embed text for embedding. This is for converting text file into vector database. Okay, 0.5B. This is also interesting. So I'm not interested into the big ones. The consequence of big numbers here, 32 billion parameter, 72 billion parameter, you need GPU, and you need GPU with a lot of random access memory, RAM, VRAM. So this is tough. This is very expensive. Okay, for example, I normally if we have like 14B, that means we have like what, 14, not 14, we need something like 20, 16, 17 gigabyte of RAM, GPU, for example. Okay, say we want to have this model running, okay, with 32 billion parameter, 14 billion. Oh, okay, let's see, 14 billion, which is, I need to have like 20 something to be safe. Okay, say we have an RTX, the lowest, the cheapest GPU, RTX 3060 for 75 gigabyte. Let me see if we go to shopping. See, this is only 12 gigabyte. It's not enough. This is only 12 gigabyte. Not enough. 12 gigabyte. Okay, I think I have to switch into 4060. 8 gigabyte. Eight gigabyte. There is no 24. 16 gigabyte. Okay, that's close enough. 16 gigabyte. Okay, it costs close to 9 million rupiah. So it's quite expensive. That's list only 16. If you want to have big, now let me use Tesla. I think this one is old. We need to have the new one. This one is old. C is old. We need something new, newer than this one. Anyway, oh this. Oh, be careful with old NVIDIA stuff, because if you buy the old ones, sometimes the driver is not supporting the old ones. I did buy the old ones, and then I cannot use it. Wow, see this 80 gigabyte. This costs about 400 million rupiah, which is 24.5 thousand US dollar. So you are looking at something like this lah. Okay, so this is 40 gigabyte, 72 million rupiah. This is A100, so we have to have. So it's very costly. So I'm not really interested in big GPU. I'm trying to run everything on CPU using small models. Okay, get back to this one. Okay, so I need to add, oops, where is it? Oh, model. So that's how to find the model. After finding basically the from the model, you can see, you can read the feature, the feature of this particular models, the aim, the usefulness of the model. For example, this one is the most capable model run on a single, oh, this is single CPU. I need to have single GPU, single CPU. There is nothing on single CPU. But this one is very tempting. This is like 270 million. So I'm looking for something small here. 1 billion. This one is not interested. So this one, 0.5 billion, which is 500 mega million. This one, where is it? This one. Coder is for coding, code generation, code reasoning, and code fixing. So this is very interesting as well for those who do a lot of coding. This one is very interesting. So that's Ollama. The other one you need to have is the Open Web UI. Open Web UI. Okay, it has also model. Let me see if I put model here. Models here, so you can have a lot of models here as well. From one, that's how I find the hacking and cybersecurity stuff. Where is the hacking stuff? I think somewhere here. Anyway, you can write it down here. Hacking. There are several model for hacking, and then you need to check the actual name, and you can download using Ollama as well. See this? This is the model ID is Black Hacker. Let me see. It's based on Llama 3 latest, and it tunes for hacking. Okay. Oh, you need to sign up because I use different account actually. Okay, so that's how to build these things. Okay, that's it. Very simple. Okay, so you can build your own ChatGPT, local ChatGPT. All you need to do is you can download the certain model. You can play all around. The model is free. So you can download as many model as you like, but make sure depending on the condition of your GPU and the memory, you need to make sure you download the correct parameter. This is only 1B, 2B. I need to edit my, I need to log in first. Okay, maybe later. I need to add the Gamma 3 200 something million parameter. Yeah, that's very tempting. Okay, so you need to do these things, and then to make sure to make the Olama, it's good. Yeah, okay, I have to write. To make sure Olama to have the correct knowledge, just click workspace here and knowledge, and you can add your local knowledge to this machine. So that's for using Olama and Open Web UI. If you are interested to do more coding, I'll show you something here. s.id/free OW free ebooks here. Okay. Go to my drive, and I have search here SLM. Huh? No, must be somewhere. Oops, s.id. I put something on SLM here. That's the one, SLM. Okay. Sorry, in Indonesian, this is in Indonesian language. So this is on SLM and REG. Okay. So what, like ChatGPT is LLM, large language model. So large language model is difficult. Not difficult. Large language model is expensive because we need to have big GPU, very expensive GPU, like 100 million rupiah or something. It's very, very, very expensive. I'm more leaning towards small language model. So hopefully I can run on CPU only. On this particular books, SLM and REG in Ubuntu 24.04, it will show you how to make one using Python. Let me see to the end of the this one. 62. Okay. I move to 62. Oh, sorry. 62. Okay, this is for CPU only. So basically we need to have two script, Python script. So this all Python, basically. Basically, I built the there is a one Python to build the knowledge base. Knowledge base basically the PDF file. You can upload the PDF file and collect the PDF file into vector database. And the other one is using transformer algorithm, okay, to talk to the vector database and grab the local the REG REG vector database and generate the actual text. Okay, so basically we have two type of script. So build KB means knowledge base. Okay, we can build the knowledge base, make a small chunk for FAQ. We can set the chunk over here actually, chunk size, chunk overlap. We can set this in the Open Web UI as well actually. In Open Web UI, I think the chunk is quite big. The overlap itself is about 1000. The chunk size is about 10,000 or something. So it's much bigger in Open Web UI. In this one, I make it smaller. Okay. So we can set up the knowledge database, and this is how to do these things. Okay. You can copy paste the whole text into a text file and run the text file, and it can read the actual folder here. So you put all the file, PDF, text, and so on in this folder, docs. Okay, read the file from docs, and it will generate the factor database. Okay, so that's the Open Web UI. Oh, sorry, build knowledge base. After that, the next script is apps Python. As Python is very similar, it's used the Python for web, and it will talk to the database, and it will answer the question. But the problem is this is too simple. The model is this one, multilingual, E5 small, and so on. So the model is this, and then it's too simple. And the to be honest, I'm not really happy with the answer. So yes, you can build something small, but it's not like ChatGPT. So Open Web UI is the closest we can get to ChatGPT. The answer is quite okay. The trick is adding knowledge to the Open Web UI, the rec. So the answer will be much better. Let me see if there is any questions. No questions? Okay. If you have a question, you are welcome to write it down in the chat box. If not, it's okay. I'm also okay. Okay, so I have only 4 minutes left. So I guess I need to finish the description now. But for next week, I hope I'm okay next week, because next week I will be in Semarang. I have to give a talk in Semarang, and then initially I will go back in the around 6 o'clock flight, but then because Professor Wiranti asked me to give the to teach, to give lecture, so I cancel the flight to the next day. I hope it's so. I have only like small laptop. Right now it's much bigger. This is like PC at home. My laptop is on my side. So tomorrow, so next week I will be from Semarang. I will do the class from Semarang. For next week, so I failed to today. I failed to describe how to do the process mining. So hopefully we can do some process mining in Semarang, or I can skip into Orange in Semarang. Okay, so that's for next week. Any questions so far? No. Oops. Okay.